It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants, and it's all up next.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Had that sensational brief run with the Giants in 2023, Tommy DeVito.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Back is DeVito. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Well, that's two straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
Indianapolis led out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. The number 4 overall pick in 2023. Had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his second year in the NFL out of Florida.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with design runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Come on. Hey, alert. Hey.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack. So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Giants offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, DeVito. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? More from MetLife Stadium after this. To throw, here's DeVito. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And this will stay a scoreless game. The Colts offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now he'll run it. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay. Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Ready?
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. 10 yards to pick up there, and that'll get them a new set of downs.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Richardson. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Colts.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
His kick is good. Next to score, Colts 7, Giants nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Now DeVito. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock.
Big opening up the middle. And he will go all the way. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants will level things out at 7 apiece. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Josh Downs now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Colts offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our 2 teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, this is Downs. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. Third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Travel right. Travel. Bring it. Bronco quick. Bronco quick.
They go right back to Taylor. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Third down and 9.
Come on. Come on. Hey.
Richardson operating from the pistol. The open man is the tight end, Granson.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Slayton is the man in motion. Now, faking the give. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
11 yards on the connection there. That's good for a Giants first down. On the give, it's Tracy. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Third down, 3 to go.
Here we go.
Here's DeVito. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. They'll drop to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And that is incomplete.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a fourth down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
A 67-yard attempt.
And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And this one is going to remain a tie game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Richardson gonna look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
They'll run here with Taylor. A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.